Good morning. Welcome to our Saturday morning writing live stream. I am Gillian St. Kevin, author of Gaslamp Fantasy and Gothic Romance with a focus on LGBTQ plus characters. With me today is my co-host Jamie Sands.
Hello, I'm Jamie. I write urban fantasy and queer romance of various descriptions, and sometimes horror, and sometimes I make notebooks.
Yay!
Also, I'm a
very
goblin.
exciting. Yep. And you have had a haircut.
I have haircut yesterday. Yes, it was. We went to the mall first thing in the morning. It was eerily quiet. A lot of people are off sick or isolating in Auckland at the moment, and my hairdresser, who's one both me and Anna have had before because we go to Just Cuts anyway, was like, "Oh, you came at a good time because the week has been quite busy with lots of senior citizens coming in and getting their last haircut for a while before they kind of go into hiding." And I'm like, "That's very fair."
Yep. My mum is a vicar, and all of her congregation, which is mainly oldies, have all decided they're going to hibernate. So she has stopped doing church services and is only sending out her newsletter. And I'm like, you got to do more than that, Mum. But apparently, because they're oldies, they're not very tech happy.
Yeah.
Zoom services are a bit too much for them.
Yeah, I mentioned to my mum yesterday that because what did I say? My dad's doctor appointment got cancelled because they're being very, very careful about who they let into the practice, and they did something over the phone. And I said, well, maybe they could do something on video call. And my mum just sort of went silent, which was all the response I needed to know that she doesn't like video calls and doesn't understand them. So.
Yep. So Kitty has asked what the fine print on my shirt says. So it tells you how to pronounce sweet as and then gives the translation. I confirm that what you are proposing is good by me. For example, I might say, Jamie, do you want to do a live stream tomorrow?
Sweet as.
Yeah.
I have heard a lot of Americans be confused that they're like, what is it as sweet as?
Yeah.
Is it sweet as sugar? Is it sweet? It's not. It's not.
New
It's just
Zealanders
sweet
are
as.
just lazy. We can't be bothered adding the last word in that, phrase.
Mm-mm.
We will also say, oh my God, it is cold as this morning.
Beached as.
Yeah, hot as.
Cold as. Busy as.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, my gripe with Americans in this sweatshirt is that I wore this in Japan as a way of kind of promoting New Zealand culture and that I was a New Zealander. And the amount of Americans who thought this said sweet ass,
it's only got one S.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Nat is confused as.
Yeah, well, that can happen.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like English.
Don't even let us get onto nah.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen the New Zealand Crime Fiction Association has their annual contest or prize giving, and they call it Year Noir?
That's really cute.
I love it. It makes me want to write crime.
That's pretty good.
We are not here to write crime unless that is what we are.
There is a little bit of crime in my, but it's not the genre.
Yeah. Before we get down to what we're really here for, which is writing and productive sprints, let's find out what everyone's sort of achievement for the week is.
Oh, achievements. Did I have any achievements this week?
Oh, I should have thought of this in advance too.
I'm having complete mind blank. No, that was last week.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Nat. So my stepfather studied zoology at Victoria University, which is in Wellington. And in the zoology lecture room, there was a glass case with two stuffed tuatara. And my stepdad likes tuatara, so he sat next to the tuatara case every day that he had a lecture there. And in the second semester, one day, he's just sitting there and the stuffed tuatara moves.
Yeah.
Turns out they were not stuffed, they were just tuataras doing what they do best, which is remain motionless.
They're amazing at it. So when I studied at the same university, Victoria University of Wellington, there's an overbridge that links the two parts of campus on either side of the road. And me and my friends would hang out in that overbridge. That was where we gathered. And at one end, there was an enclosure for tuataras, and there were 2 or 3 of them in there, I think. And yeah, you'd only really see them in summer because as soon as it gets cold, they burrow. But it was neat to just sort of have this thing at university. Like every day you can go and check if there are tuataras out. I'm sure I saw one of them move once.
Yeah.
I have actually touched a tuatara. When I worked at the library, we had one come visit as part of a kids' holiday program. And they feel incredible, like silk. The skin is really soft and it moves. It's fascinating.
I'm just really annoyed because when I was deciding what university I was going to go to, it was between Canterbury and Victoria to me, and it was such a hard call that I actually made the trip up to Victoria and did a tour of the campus. And I saw the tuataras, and now I'm going, oh my gosh, what if I had gone to Victoria, hung out with Jamie at university, and I'm sure I would have embarrassed myself mightily, but
okay. My friends were all nerds. It was fine.
but alas, that is like, you know, in another time, what's the word? In
another timeline. Yeah. So I was at Victoria University from 1999 to 2001.
Yeah. I was at Canterbury 2000 to 2003.
Oh, well, missed opportunities.
Anyway, I had fun at Canterbury. And while I was at Canterbury, I met my classics professor, who I now house sit her donkeys. So, you know,
donkeys.
I might have missed out on that opportunity.
What is life?
Yep. Okay, so we have established that we are all huge nerds here and that we like reptiles.
Yeah.
So I think my achievement of this week was just last weekend I wrote 2 chapters of Sirius Crew, the second book, and I'm still riding on a high from that. I mean, I did stuff this week.
Yeah.
But nothing as satisfying as that.
For my achievement, I'm going to do a lame bullet journal thing. So this is a habit tracker. It's the first time I've ever used a habit tracker properly. And I started it on the 1st of March, and I've managed to get something every day, which I think is quite exciting.
That is very cool.
It's not writing related. It's just life admin, but doing my daily step count or physio stretches and stuff like that. So that's quite exciting. That's my achievement for the week.
Yeah. I have another achievement, I guess, which is that I made February, my goal was to have a no spend month, and I was going to try and pay off my credit card. Hi, Amy. And I managed to get it. It is now the lowest it has been in a very long time. I didn't completely succeed, but I will in a few weeks. And unfortunately, I celebrated this.
Oh no!
With a notebook therapy order.
Well,
but it should have showed me what I can do when I set myself a no spend goal, and yeah.
Nice.
I think I will be using that strategy again. And Kitty says, Jamie, when you listed your things you do, you forgot game creator. How's that going anyway?
Very good question. I've got some edits for my latest game that need to be done. So I'm hoping that what I can do is really power through my edits on my vampire smut story today. See how that goes. So that I can jump back on it, because I want to get this. I want to get the game out. I think that there's a good market for it. So yeah, it's going okay. No one's really buying my stuff at the moment, but that's sort of how it goes. If I launch something, maybe they will.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
Awesome. I am excited. I've already written 1,000 words of Sirius this morning.
I'm so jealous.
And
I slept. Are we going to we got to warm up?
We have
you
to
got
warm
your
up,
cards?
yes. I do not, but they are in grabbing range.
Okay.
Oh, before we do, I want to complain.
Sure.
About the puppy.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, you were going
to say. $175 Jabra headset.
Oh, no. Puppy
This,
chew toy?
Yeah, and I've been really careful ever since he ate my my cell phone charger, but I've got no idea how he got these. But the microphone still works, but I can't hear anything when I use them. So we're actually really lucky because the family are all out at the moment. But if they come back, I figured out how to link my earbuds to my laptop. So in theory, if they come back and start creating noise and chaos, I can just put my earbuds in. But apologies for like the lack of, increased noise or lack of professionality going forward. I'm going to wait. I'm sure that PB Tech will have like an Easter sale or something, because they always
will, yeah.
do. And then I'm going to try and find a replacement. But yeah. The puppy, by the way, is asleep on the floor by my feet. He's got his tummy pointed towards the ceiling and is just looking angelic and still and absolutely cute, as if he is not, the destroyer of technology.
You would never.
Some other puppy.
Yeah. What was that ad? There used to be an ad. It wasn't me. The giant penguin did it.
Yeah. Okay.
That one.
Oh, wow. Okay. The Son of Swords. Very beautiful.
Oh, I love him.
So Swords is the suit of like mental, like thoughts and plans and decisions and insight. And the sun is kind of like the equivalent of the night in other decks. So it's somebody who is on their journey of mastery over these elements. But look, he's a very dramatic owl.
He's coming in with his sword.
Yeah, he is not taking prisoners here. So let's have a look. I'm less confident with the swords.
It's
forceful, determined, a dynamic creature. The Son of Swords is a man of action, not of grace. He pushes forwards towards his goal with urgency and determination. He's very well educated, making him a force to be reckoned with. Usually he's seeking approval from the patient and just Father of Swords, who casts quite a shadow onto his son. working with this stimulating and exhausting young man can prove to be a challenge.
I mean, that sounds like a character I've written and will write again.
Yeah. But yeah, for those of us who haven't written this character, forceful and determined. So where do you need to be forceful and determined?
Think first. No, act first. Think about it later. Get stuff done.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, I'm behind this morning. I need to grab my journaling journal. I'm not talking to you. Sorry, the puppy.
Okay, I've got 5 minutes ready to go. Ready when you are.
I am ready.
Okay, let's go. Phew. So I started there and I got all of that. So I sort of I was thinking about where I can take action. I wrote about my garden for a while, and then I started planning what will happen next month because my contract's running out at the end of the month, and I'll have all my time back to me, which is cool, and I can get lots of writing done. So I had a little jot about that.
That all sounds very productive.
Yeah.
I didn't get so much written. It's just that green there. But I did get a few thoughts down about a character who's going to be quite central in this current story. Now, Kitty has raised a really good point, which is that she is the only person who has gotten a bot count down.
Oh,
yes. Kitty has claimed 3. I'm going to go with 5. Jamie, Megan,
7.
and Nat. Okay. Jamie thinks 7.
I'm not quite as confident in how high it was last time, but I'm gonna still higher than everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, Julie's not here today, it looks like.
Oh, true.
And Julie seems to bring the
They do seem to follow her.
Julie, if you are watching this, we are not suggesting that you are behind the bots. We know it is just a coincidence.
Or is she?
Okay.
One interesting point is that a lot of bots worldwide have kind of vanished because Russia is too busy invading Ukraine, and the Russians that run the bots online aren't doing that anymore. Things have locked down more, so it might actually just be lower all round.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, we have, hang on a second, I need to edit that from...
I just thought of an achievement. I did have an achievement. Yesterday I submitted 2 books to the Romance Writers of New Zealand Koru competition.
Oh, fantastic.
I submitted Trouble with Order in short fiction and Monsters and Manuscripts in novella. Yeah. Yay me.
Yay.
Oh.
Okay. I need to run to the bathroom because of course I do.
Okay.
So let's get set up. Oh yes, Amy, you definitely need to enter. So
yes, do. You've got a few more weeks. I think it's at the end of the month it closes, but it's best to do it while you think about it.
Yeah. So let's start the sprint. I will run to the bathroom and then we can all get back and get to work. Nat, I'm glad that your head is better.
Excellent. Okay, 20-minute sprint starting now. So our first sprint down.
Awesome. I want to finish this sentence and then I will talk.
I got 7 pages edited, which is good, but means I'm not powering through it as fast as I had hoped. So it's fine. It's good. I'm making it better.
So that was 452 words for me. Sirius has discovered a clue and has made the decision not to tell his guardian or anyone in power about it. And yeah, we still have 0 bots, which I am enjoying personally.
Me too.
Because this is the first time since last weekend that I've picked up the story. I've got to find where I'm tracking my sprints. Here it is. Oh, well done, Nat. 200 words.
Nice.
And Nat was saying that they're already spaced out. So it's halfway there in reference to their sci-fi story.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Right. Should we dive into the next one?
Yep. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Awesome. Okay. What's that? Okay. Right, 20 minutes starting now. Cool. Sprint 2 done.
Yep. Okay, so I'm at 2,081 words for the morning, and I don't know what that means for how many words I got written that last day.
I got 13 pages edited, which I'm very happy with.
Yep. Oh, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
Okay, it is 11:09, which means we have got time for a longer break.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need one. I need to dash off
Yeah.
to the bathroom again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nat got a lot done. That's excellent, Nat.
Awesome.
How are you doing, Amy and Megan? We would like to hear what you've been up to. You can fill us in the chat while we dash off to replenish drinks and things. So, yeah,
Sounds good. See you soon.
see you soon. Awesome. So Nat's got blood, guts, aliens, and spaceships, basically, which sounds very appropriate. And Amy's making great progress. Oh, that sounds like an awesome premise. A marriage of convenience and their carriage crashes on the way to their honeymoon. So, yeah, I can see a ton of potential there. That just must be a lot of fun. Okay, so I have just started chapter 4. Oh, and that is funny. Nat just had a ship crash in the middle of a romance.
All right, so we all need to add crashes of some kind right now, or
Yeah.
I just shared a link.
A Regency in space would be awesome.
Those actually exist. There is at least one author doing those. I think because it's like you can have Regency without like the homophobia and the racism if you put it in the future. So there are seasons, there are series of gay space Regency available on the Amazon right now. I haven't read any of them. I can't recommend them, but yeah.
I thought the Amish vampire romances in space were the ultimate, but that's just the next level.
I just shared a link in the Discord because Queer Romance Inc. Queer Sci-Fi website is running their Flash contest again. So if anyone wants to submit a sci-fi, fantasy, paranormal, or horror queer story that has no more than 300 words, go do it. My book got through to my story got through to the anthology last year, so I'm going to be entering it again and see how I can do. But it would be cool if more people suggested it, more people submitted to it.
Mm-hmm.
Any form of queer is fine, and it doesn't have to be the main thing. It just, as long as there are queer characters. Yeah.
That sounds very cool.
And I believe it's free to enter. I don't remember paying. Yeah. I think so. So yeah, jump in.
And you've also shared the Vampire Smut.
I also shared the Vampire Smut in case anyone wants to read it in its horrible draft unedited version. I'm editing it now so I can put it out as an actual book, but the horrible unedited one will remain free on Wattpad.
Yep.
I write pansexual characters all the time, Nat. I can't stop myself. I'm pan. Most of my characters are pan. It's very rare they're not.
Yep. Okay, I am keen for our third sprint.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get started now. Third sprint down.
Okay, so I'm now at 2,556 words, and I'm going to do some math and figure out how much I wrote.
I got 10 more pages edited, which is a bit down on what I had, but previous sprint. But I did get distracted by looking at the Friday Kiss stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Amy. I haven't checked it out, but that looks like fun. I was also distracted because I suddenly realized my brother-in-law came back to the house and then he left, and I was like, I don't know where the puppy is.
Mm.
So I had to text it, but the puppy has his lead and harness. So I am guessing that brother-in-law and puppy are attending puppy socialization class.
Cute.
Yep. I told you guys about the puppy play date last weekend, right?
Yeah, how did it go?
It was really cute. Apparently, for the first like half hour, the puppies were interested in everything except each other. So people just had to like talk to each other and ignore the puppies. And then they started playing with each other and they got so into it. They were doing the sort of tumbling each other over and wrestling thing that dogs do. And yeah, they had a great time. And George spent the rest of the day just completely unconscious on my bed.
Oh, it's very sweet.
Yeah. So Nat's still working on their sci-fi, which is awesome.
We're right on time for our last sprint. Oh, some exciting music is being played over the road. Oh no, now it's gone.
Okay, well, let's make our fourth and final sprint a really good one.
Sounds good. Starting now. And that is our final sprint done. I got 12 pages edited.
Well done, speeding up again. No idea how much I wrote, but I've got a total of 3,113 words.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, and I've got one complete chapter, which means I can send that to you after the sprint. It's just a short one, but that's okay. Sometimes chapters are short.
Sometimes they are.
So, Amy and Nat, how did you guys get on for the stream today?
Ooh. What have you got planned for the rest of the day?
I'm not sure really. I want to keep going now that I'm in the writing zone, but I've also got a few things that I should be doing. Like, I want to narrow down, I want to identify some comp authors in the Gaslamp genre that I am most like. But I also want to plot the third book in the Serious Cruise series, just because it's been on my to-do list for a while, and I feel like I should at least have a vague idea of what's happening in book 3. Unfortunately, I also really want to sit down and plot the Emma James ghost story that I'm working as part of the horrors thing. Or I could plot a story that nobody has asked for that I really want to write. So
many options.
Yeah, and it's, of course, it is a story that no one has asked for or is waiting on that is speaking
the most compelling. Yeah, that sounds right. I think I'm going to go into the garden and do some weeding, but I am enjoying the flow that I've got on edits, so I think I will also come back to those later today.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'm also going to drop some books off to a friend who's isolating nearby.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a good friend.
Well, she's a neighbor, and you got to be nice to neighbors.
Yep. We have the sweetest elderly couple living next door who have this massive apple tree. They're called, that kind of apple is called Peace No Goods or something like that. But they are they're massive apples, but they're not good for eating. You've got to stew them, and they make the best apple crumble. And periodically, they will invite us over to pick some apples because they can't keep up with them. And their plum tree grows into our garden and drops plums. So we return the flavor by giving them plums. Well, we give them back their plums.
Their own plums.
Excellent. They are lovely. I'm not sure if that's the name, Nat, but it's Peace No Something. And
Peas Good None Such?
That's it. The Peace Good None Such.
I Googled Peas No Good Apples, and it came up. Peas Good None Such. They look very cute.
Yeah.
What a great name for an apple breed.
It is my second favorite name after Will Wellbeloved, who is the butcher on my friend's street in South London.
That's lovely. Yep. The Rainbow Rowell Carry On books, one of the main characters is called Agatha Wellbeloved.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on with that name and that character. It's very good.
Awesome. I need to finish reading that series. I got it from the library, got maybe a quarter of the way into it, then got interrupted, and there was a wait list on it. So I felt bad not reading it. So I had to return it.
Oh, it's such a good series.
Do you know, I should just buy it. I mean,
you should just buy it. You won't regret them. You won't regret them. And actually, Wickles has them. So
Oh, neat.
you just have to go into the young adult section.
Very cool. Okay. Thanks for joining myself and Jamie today. I had a productive morning and I'm now on like my usual high after a live stream. But
Yeah.
this was very good for me, and I hope that you also got a lot out of the stream, and that we will see you back again tomorrow at the same time for more writing and other nonsense.
Awesome. Have a good day, everyone. No bots. I think we're onto something. Russia closed down Twitter and Facebook, made a big difference.
Yep. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Awesome. See you tomorrow.